Okay, let's see. It's now a Saturday. It's just coming up to 4 o'clock. And later, this will be probably about a 4 hour operation. Here we go. It's single player because, as you notice, I've got my lovely RJL Scania with a modded trailer. The trailer I got from Max, it's a Maxi Cube. I got it from RTA Mods. Available for Euro Truck and ATS. And both games I think it was £12. Not a bad trailer. A little bit of customization on it. Very much a hello cats. Hello. Right, I've got sound. That's working. I'm on single player at the moment, so I might hop onto multiplayer. I don't know yet. I'm only streaming up until 8 o'clock anyway. Probably I've just got to go around the corner from Klaxvik to Klaxvik, so I'll just get this job out of the way. And I'm in. Hey up, Luke. Hey up. Now, will I get this piece of a trailer around this corner before I... Ooh, that's a bit fucking close, that is. Whoa! This yard was never meant to have 48-foot quad axle trailers. It's been a while since I've actually done a convoy. Well, the trouble is with convoys, whether they be the TMP ones or private user convoys on private servers, or even public convoys, getting people to actually do what you want, it's like herding cats. In fact, I think herding cats is a damn sight easier. I mean, just look at this guy there. He's so obedient, he's sleeping half the time. Meow. I mean, co-driver's useless, always on a bloody phone. But we are in Klaxvik at the moment, which is just down the road from Medalier Valley and Geldingerdier, where Bob, Rag, Sif, Flo, Hell and Bob, Rag, Sif, Flo, Ulf was the other one, been busy resculpting ice. Another, the only one that's currently awake at the moment, actually doing anything, is Ragnar. Well, it was Rag and Nar, but the two craters have opened up to form one crater, so it's just called Rag now. Like, okay, well, fucking mind. And Rag, aka really awesome geology, is throwing lava up into the air about 1,500 feet every few minutes, like a geyser, basically. Whoop, curb. That's another thing about these trailers. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I'll do. I'll make it to daylight in a minute. I'll get this job done. I'll go daylight. You can have a look at it. A proper look at it. So at the moment it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's not very light. It's not best viewing conditions for the trailer. But even though all the axles at the back, it's a 4-axle trailer, it's not bad. It pulls quite nicely actually. That might show up, I don't know yet. Although the trailer does cut in a hell of a lot. Those it carries as well that I've just gone by. They're another nah. That's probably a joke. Well, the thing is that you have to really take it wide with this trailer. Yeah, it's a little bit too quick to that. Where's this trailer actually going? Oh, it's going to Klaksvik, to Torshavn. Yeah, Keflavik to Klaksvik. It'll be a nice little run, actually. Where there's going to be light, I think, will be a nice place to park up. And I'll certainly be able to show you the trailer then, properly. Well, I've got enough fuel to get there. But I am actually looking forward to when this official yeah. I kept it on its wheels though. But who do you reckon's Luke? Cats, who do you reckon is going to win Eurovision tonight? That's in it. Be the hell is it Amsterdam or Rotterdam, something like that? I mean, at the voting stage, I'll switch off, but the music is actually quite cheesy and quite fun. We've won it a couple of times. Maybe. Yeah, what is my stability? Options. Gameplay. I'll leave my stability. It's about there. Yeah, Eurovision. But in real life, if you go back to the volcano, it's actually just over there. Just behind them hills. And the lava is actually flowing down to this road. along this road in a ducting somewhere is all the cable and fibre optics that are running down, and it stands a good chance of cutting it off. So I think what they're doing, they're building a wall, like an earth wall, just to push up against the lava flow, just to try and hold it back. You know, to buy the Icelandics time to possibly put in a new cable. Because if the lava gets on top of the cable, it will be toast. Miles off it. And yeah, I've actually been down there. I actually do plan on starting a convoy from down that field at some stage. I can hit the post if you want. But yeah, I am kind of looking forward to this new SCS multiplayer, because you've got AI traffic which TMP doesn't have, although that'll probably, within a few updates after 1.41, I reckon TMP will probably implement AI traffic. But you've only got 8 slots, so it's not going to be the whacking great big free-for-all that TMP is. I mean, the amount of players on TMP who don't know how to drive is just bloody crazy. Yes, an official SCS one. It's more like think of it like Farming Simulator, but it's official SCS. It's currently in the ATS 1.41 closed beta at the moment. There's a blog post about it. But again, there's no mods for it yet. And you have, like, I think it's 8 slots, which for small VTCs, that'll be great. You know, for obviously like a big 100 truck convoy that may occur, nah, you won't get that. But for small groups like you and a couple of other friends want to run together, do the same jobs, that'd be perfect, because you can get a server, but I think you can make it password accessible. And the only thing you have to worry about then is the derpy AI, which you might be able to switch on or switch off. I don't know. Well, I'll look at it yet. I've not explored it much. And you get like there's another icon that comes up. As I was watching InZone 71, which is Irish Gary. Eight slots, 8 people. Because there's 8. Like, for example, it can hold, the Sim 2 I think can hold about 4,500 people. Well, that's 4,500 player slots. Will I go around? Yeah. You know, and it'll be interesting. I mean, certain things on TMP, like your CB radio is key X, and key Y to chat. Well, looking at it, well, don't look at it. Look at you. How do I log into? I think it's only an open beta. I've not tried it yet, so I don't know much about it. But it'll be. Think of it as TMP Lite. Will it take players away from TMP? Probably. Will it affect TMP in the long run? No. Because there will always be a need or want or a desire for a multiplayer with massive amount of slots. So it won't affect TMP. You know, will the number of idiots change on TMP? No. Will the number of sensible simulations mindset drivers change? No. Yeah, so as a TMP driver, you probably won't notice a great deal of difference. The servers will still be the same. The servers will still be there. Yeah, so if you want to have like a big, if you go in a VTC like Rib Pack, Fever, what's the other big ones that there's out there? Where there's 60, 70 drivers, and you want to do a convoy, you won't be able to do it on the SCS one. You'll still need the TMP. I mean, look at Assetto Corsa. You know, there's online mode, offline modes, but there's iRacing as well. You know, so you've all got all these different bloody driving simulation games, and they won't take drivers off each other, so it won't affect it. Yeah, but here we are going down now through southern Iceland. We're heading slowly towards the ferry port. Which will take us to Klagsvik. And yeah, I am using a G29 wheel set. Which is nearly about nearly 2 years. Yeah, from what I've read as well, there's also going to be a slight rework of California. Yes, finally! So maybe in 1.41 ETS we might actually get a rework of the United Kingdom. Maybe. Well, I know that's getting a little bit lighter. I will trailer. It's not a proper UK spec trailer, it's Aussie spec. So in reality it wouldn't be fully compliant with European traffic rules and traffic regs. There's no side impact protection for a start off. You know, the wheel set is too far back. It's 4.3 meters high, nearly 4.4. Yeah, another thing as well that'll probably mean that the SCS multiplayer mode probably won't be as popular as the TMP mode is on TMP you can turn the speed limiter off. I'm not sure on the SCS one that you'll be able to do that, so you'll be hard coded to 90 kilometers per hour. Which, for me, that's fine. Yeah, by that, ATS as well. I'm quite happy to sit on the Nevada highway doing 55. You got plenty of time in the job to do it anyway, so there's never any need for any rush. And eventually, I think you will be able to have mods on the SCS one. Well, when that happens, I think it will start to take players away from TMP. Because, yeah, I like my RGL Scania. You know, I like my Vatic DAF. I like this trailer. I like Cast's Icaris. Which in TMP I can't run them. You know, I wouldn't mind driving a T-cab. You know, imagine that, a convoy of T-cab trucks. Yeah, and if mods are allowed onto the SCS one, you'll probably be able to have that, provided that everybody's got that mod. But what I think has made SCS go for a multiplayer version of Euro Truck, I don't think it's TMP, I think it's Farm Sim. But also as well the likes of Assetto Corsa. Right, whilst we're here, let's just put forward a bit onto the... Right, Look, this is for you. Right, this is the trailer. These tyres here are a mod, which it comes with its own wheels. You can't change the lights. That's what you get. Those are brake lights and tail lights. Those are your indicators there. That would be ideally up there, but now they put them there for some strange reason. Slots. Old template or new template for the paint job. As you can see, that's the old template, and that's a new one. So there is a template that you can use for making the back doors. You've got plain white or Sade, but it's not like the Euro Truck one, where those tiles and those tiles don't seem to do anything. Australian, it's Aussie. You've got a choice of metallic. You've got a metallic finish. 2 different metallic finishes. That should be there with 4 connections, because your air lines go there, and your electrical lines go there for some bizarre reason. Even in ATS, you've got your electrical hookup there with your 2 air hookups either side. Well, in the ATS, your electrical hookup goes to there. Why not have it going there? You've also as well got just a black Thermo King or a white, painted Thermo King, and you've also got chrome, painted, or black framework. It does come with its own wheels, which are RTA mods there. Yeah, that's what the wheels are like when it comes in. Alright, take care, look. Although, I prefer that. I think this trailer does look better with dual tyres all the way around. And you got chrome coloured or plastic wings. Just for additional Aussie appearance. So it's not a bad trailer. Yeah, I do want to have a couple of skins made for it. Yeah, those lines will go soft and floppy in a minute. There we go. It's £12 from rtamods.net. Now I'm not actually going the wrong way, I'm just moving right over here to give myself plenty of... You stupid fucking idiot. Right, Getting out of here, take 2. So I need to go right the way across and take a wide swing at it to get around. Because this trailer will probably drag across and take out that sign if I don't. I'm already over the bloody grass. Yeah, made it. Yeah, it does miss a couple of things like the diesel tank for the refrigerator. However, I think it's probably in that that locker box. Now that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't gone off external camera. You know, when you go external camera, that's I think how a lot of the TMP accidents take place. People driving external camera, because GTA 5 is external, it's third person view only. You don't get the same perspective when you're driving third person. Yes, if you're driving on TMP service, driving the cab is much easier, much safer, and you do get a better perspective of where your vehicle actually sits. Which I think is probably one of the big problems. But no, I've not taken... What have I been doing? Nothing. I've been doing absolutely jack. Well, when I logged off last night, I only did half an hour stream last night. I went to bed. I didn't get out of bed till about 1 o'clock this afternoon. You know, so obviously I've been doing my... some work I have to do for TMP as an admin. So I have to do things. But apart from that, I've done nothing. I've got to wash my bloody hoodie again. But over there is yet more Icelandic volcanic geology, because we are there. Well, down here, in this area here, you've got Katla and Eyjafjallajökull. There's Grimsvötn about there. There's Grafala there. There's 130 different volcanoes. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. We'd have to eliminate you. Just, you know. What you have to do is a TMP moderator. Because obviously I banned you back last year. And what did you do? You appealed your ban. So obviously when people come in and say, oh, I didn't do it, it was this, I have to deal with that. We all do. The exact process of what goes on, I can't tell you. But because you've already done it, you already know. No, there's a lot more that goes on to what you see me driving around. We don't. It's not just driving around in a fancy cop car. Oh look! A helicopter! Just flying down the road. I've never noticed that before. Just casually meandering down the road. Along the roadside. Probably go to the airport to fill up with fuel. And go back to Medallia Valley. Which that volcano now has actually been going on now since... been going on for nearly over 2 months. Yeah, well, you obviously still have to appeal it. That was in game I got you. But nice to see that you've actually been, your driving standards have actually improved. Which is good. Because now that tomorrow, once that ban falls off, you've got almost a clean rap sheet. And then at the end, if you go all of don't ask her to decline it. No, don't need to do that. But one thing about TMP, I don't think even the worst, most trolly TMP drivers that are out there are not as bad as the SCS AI. Because every time SCS do something, they tweak it. Possible. You'd know it if you were banned in game, because you would actually come up and go, "You have been banned." Bump. And just come across it about in the chat box. I mean, like everything else, admins are only human. You have a right to appeal just in case we have banned the wrong person. Which occasionally does happen, you know. It happened to me. And it's on the heavy haul convoy right at the end. Digital and the range. I'm saying thank you, Digital, thank you, praising him for this thing, and I was misheard. So, boom, you've been banned for abusing staff. Like, what? I'm not having that. So I appealed it, ended the stream, told him where it was, and to be fair, about half an hour to an hour later, I was unbanned. And my ban was completely struck from record because the admin who'd banned me had made a mistake. You know, that was 2017, 2018, I think it was. You know, so your right to appeal is always handy. Because if you've got two players or like too close to one digit apart, and what the other ones say 2309 does something, but you're 2308, and sometimes 2308 gets banned because of a mistake. That's what your right to appeal's there for. Like, look, it wasn't me, it was 2309, and that can be sorted out. So never waste your right. Yeah. So if you get banned, yeah, always appeal your ban. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, if you're driving around in high populated areas like the Cali to Duisburg road, mistakes are likely to happen both from players and admins, because it's just that busy. If you're trying to, yeah, so don't go down there, find somewhere else to drive. I mean, yeah, Kirkenes is another hot spot as well. Don't take it, for God's sake, don't take a double or a HCT down there, because if you have to back up, you can't back up. Yeah, just take a single normal trailer down there. Yeah, don't take a fridge van down there, turn around and go back. No. Yeah, just go down there with a digger load, tip it, as in get it unloaded, pick up your next load and drive back. If you've got no loads down there, just F7. Yeah, or don't make a save point like that. Because obviously if you're trying to make money and you go back to your save point, back to Kirkenes, you've lost all that money. So drive down there. Yeah, quick travel to another depot. Don't go down there, turn around, go back. Go down there, turn around, go back. Yeah, I hate it. You're not the only one who hates it. Yeah, but what you got to remember is when you've got people behind you who want to push on or haven't got the brains to leave space, you can't back up then. I mean, you can back up a B-double perfectly well in perfect conditions, but the Kirkenes road is not a perfect condition. Yeah, so my advice is don't take a combination down there. Truck and trailer, that's all you need. And the dam at the bottom, if there's people on that dam, wait. Just wait back. Also as well, if you're on the dam and there's people coming up the first riser onto the dam, give them plenty of space. Because there's a more, if you're up behind them and they're trying to get up onto the riser, again, wait for them to get onto the dam before you proceed. Because there's always a possibility that they'll get hung up, so they'll need to reverse back down the dam, down the riser, to take a second bite at it. And if you're right behind them, they can't back up, they can't go forwards, so they're going to get reported for blocking. Yeah, give everybody space on that road. If you're following somebody who coming to like a narrow section, wait at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. It's not because of the innocent player. It's because people have not got any patience on there. Oh, he's only doing 5 miles out this road. I'm going to report him for blocking because I've got a 730 horsepower truck here. I can fly up there. Too many people are impatient. You stop at a bloody giveaway sign telling you to yield, and you'll come flying round you. And then they get onto that little bridge where there's the giveaway sign, because you have to give way to traffic coming from the actual quarry. They'll overtake you because you're waiting there because you've been told to wait there by the sign. They get on the bloody bridge and end up completely blocking everything. Yet they reported you for blocking because you're sat at a road sign, and they're the ones who get banned for blocking. Because they've done something stupid and gone down and got completely jammed up. So don't overtake on that road. You've got plenty of time. I mean, I've got 994 kilometres. I've got 21 hours, well, just under 22 hours to do it. I've got loads of time. And on TMP, you've actually got more time than single player. And how does that work? Because when I get to Sierra Fjordo and I take the ferry, that ferry time will be deducted. On TMP, that ferry time is not deducted. So if you've got a long drive, yeah, use the ferries. Because it will give you, it's free bonus time. Oops, idiots. Basically, keep your eye on the recruitment page. Because periodically they do announce recruitment for moderators, support, translation staff. Now, if you've do that, you see that, apply. You get an application form when you kick in. I mean, I applied to be a community moderator, but I didn't get it. Because I was always on the Facebook, but I didn't get it. Then obviously, a year later, I applied to become a game moderator. Well, obviously, I got the position. It does help to have a driver's license. It does help to have knowledge of the rules of the road. Yeah, apply. Click onto recruitment and fill the form in. Yeah. No harm in applying. Now, this road used to be gravel. This white line here is no overtaking for traffic going up the hill. Now I've got a no overtaking line here. Stop for a second. Pause. Right. This line here is a dual white line. So traffic coming round this way, they can overtake because they've got an unbroken white line. Whereas I've got a solid white line. So I can't go there to overtake. Personally speaking, simplicity, I would rather not have that rule and have it where, as we are coming here, yeah, well, wait for that active ban to fall away, which will be 1 year to the day after the end of the ban. So once that ban has fallen off and it becomes inactive and you are then eligible to apply, we'll always after moderating team. Because when there's over 4 million players, it's not exactly a small task. Yeah, so we'll always want moderators. There are things that you can tell people. One solid line is the same as 2 solid lines. Thou shalt not overtake. You know, thou shalt not pass. The only time you can go across a solid white line is if a vehicle is doing 15 kilometers per hour or less. That allows you to move around things like bicycles. But you can, you know, but only do it then if it is safe to do so. Because some countries have a double solid line, like England, Iceland, Switzerland, I think, while other countries such as France, Holland, Germany have one solid line. But a solid line pretty much means the same thing. My advice, cats, would be to look at the highway code. Because although that's like the British road law through the European community is more or less harmonised. All the signs are more or less the same. Right, you see a sign with a triangular sign with a cow on it. Livestock crossing. Be the same in France, Germany, Belgium, Spain. Anywhere that's got that sign. I mean, Iceland, you've got yellow backgrounds as opposed to white. Same in, I think, Norway, Sweden and Finland. But that's primarily because of snow. Makes the sign a little bit more visible when you see like a yellow sign on a white background. White background behind the snow. Believe me. When you see a scout car coming down the road that's driving perfectly normal, you think, yeah, that could be an admin. Best one is just to drive around in the truck. Hello, Simon. How are you? Morning. Anyway, it's afternoon. You're in the wrong fucking time zone, dude. Unless you flew to America. I love it. Boys will be boys with their horns. Well, I didn't do it right. I should have smacked it down a gear. Now, yeah, it's in a tunnel. It's allowed. I mean, when I'm driving for Simarco at work, and going down the road, I've been driving a Volvo FM, and the horn on the Ivecos is like, excuse me, why do you got me beep? Farthest I've driven a truck in real life. South Coast. Down to Plymouth. and going that way and going up to Middlesbrough, going north. And that was in like a little Iveco Euro Cargo. Well, yeah, the Ivecos that we've got, the horns on those things, the 26-ton Ivecos, are just like not even that good. Whereas the Volvo FM I've been driving, you hit the horn on that, it's got two horns. One is like really quiet, it's like this, and the other one was like a big centre boss of the steering was like there. It's like, F off, I'm coming through. You know. Harrogate. Yes, I have been to Harrogate. While I was driving for Pirelli. Delivered tyres around there. Up in Yorkshire. Oh, this is a racecourse there. I mean, I would love to go and move to Shetland. Or get a job driving around Shetland. Well, see, it's absolutely beautiful up there. Well, yeah, when you get to stuff like this in Pro Mods, be careful, because it is very slippy. Yeah, I think I was like your stereotypical one. Although yesterday I was driving around the larder, going to the soda tile in the TMB public larder. I was doing a fake, really fake, stupid Russian accent, as you probably well remember yesterday. Although, if you really want a good laugh, watch Garage 54's channel. I was coming down here on one occasion. I said, "Why are you people saying why are you driving so slow?" I could feel my truck through the force feedback sliding. And as you can see, there's snow in the mirror there, so you can actually even see on the road. It's not oh yeah, but when you turn the force feedback off, because I'm so used now to the force feedback, the wheel feels, it doesn't feel right. Because I do like to have some return through the wheel, so as I know what the front end is doing. Which, when you're driving on keys, you can't tell what the front end of the car's doing. Same if you drive on a controller to some degree. What do you think, Si? Do you drive on a controller? As well on single lane roads, you've got petrol stations which are on one side of the road. Now, a lot of players, which I've done it myself, will go in from this side, which on a quiet piece of road, you probably would get away with it. On something like the CD road, it's best not to use them. But if you do have to use them, come in from this way, which is the correct direction of flow. Oh yeah, that £1.3 billion is actually legit. No money cheats have been used on this profile. So when you want to get going again, even if you're on the left, even if you're going down there, with a right-hand drive truck, my advice is to get like this on the road. That way you've got a clean view up and a clean view down. Because let's go like that. Yeah, if you're trying to go that way, you're relying completely on your mirrors. See? I wouldn't have seen that car. Now, if that was another player and I'd pulled out on him, yeah, there's a good possibility that he would have reported. Yeah. I missed him. But occasionally, I mean, you will need to fuel up on single lane roads, so you will be stuck to use them. But again, it's also up to the other player's responsibility to slow the fuck down. Yeah. You see a garage approach on your. No, I went to speak to watch Gary's in zone. And then I fell asleep and went to bed. I woke up this morning, my computer was still on. Has this fella not learned how to cross the road yet? We've got a guy somewhere in Stoke-on-Trent, we call him the Voodoo Man. And we got like islands dividing up the city ring road, which have got gravel on. You're usually brushing patterns in the gravel. No snowmobile sign. Sign here means we are leaving the town. This one obviously is your speed sign, speed limit sign. This one here, cats, is Priority Road. And this one is Route 93. Now, this is why Iceland uses yellow. See how visible the sign is? Makes the sign more visible. I think this matrix sign, I think that's just information. So all it seems to do is just give temperature, and that's it. But we'll certainly, I think we'll have to try the SES multiplayer when it comes out. No overtaking, multiple bends in the road, and a speed limit of 60 kilometers per hour. But in a road like this, where it's slippy, put your truck into manual gearbox. As you can see, it's now it's going up here quite nicely. Whereas before, it would start hunting for gears. And when it starts hunting for gears, it slows you down. So set up on your computer the ability to hold gears. I'm actually coming down here, believe it or not. I'm not even using my brakes. I'm letting the gearbox, I'm not even using my exhaust brake, I'm just letting the gearbox just do its thing. Probably not, cats. Because obviously it's 1703. I mean, I like to hold my own loads. Convoys are alright, but I'd rather haul loads. But have a safe drive. Don't do anything silly. because Bo, who I think runs RLC, I think he's also a TMP admin. Right, let's see. How many times that guy's photographed that ship? Yeah, but he's alright as Bo. And that's where we're going. Because our destination is there, Klaksvik. 15 hours, 30 minutes aboard the MV Nerona. Which is the only ferry currently working the North Atlantic circuit all year round. Right. But now let's get out of here. We have to go this way. I mean, the tyre screw on these tyres must be awful. We go around here. Well, getting out of here is actually easier than getting out of bloody Kirknees. Especially this trail. There we go. Welcome to the Faroe Islands. These islands are halfway between Scotland and Iceland. Probably just as volcanic as Iceland at one point. As the mid-Atlantic ridge came apart, moves spread. Still want to find out who that guy is. Probably some explorer from days of old, I think. But this being Pro Mods, he probably actually existed, and that statue probably is there. yeah, the Faroe Islands. I don't, unlike Iceland, I don't know a lot about these places. All I know is that it used to be at some point, I think, Danish territory before they got their independence sometime in the 20th century. They are a member of the European Economic Community, but that's about as much as I know. And I think their primary industry, I think, is fish. Now, we've got time remaining 25 hours. Now, if this was multiplayer, I'd have 40 hours remaining on this job, because the ferry wouldn't have taken any time off the journey. Like, boom, time warp. So how are they going to implement that on Euro Truck multiplayer? SCS version. That will be interesting to find out. Because if you did that, that will put you out of sync with other players. Because you're like an hour time difference to what they are. Where we're going, through this tunnel, and you know what that means. Oh, that's it. Welcome to my channel, guys. If you're new here, this is where I like to chill out and relax. Having done a week's work of driving, yes, I drive a 25-ton Ritchie truck for a living. So why the hell have I come driving on truck on ETS2? I don't know. And I am a TMP admin guy. Do moderator work on Truckers Multiplayer for my sins. Which means if I ban you in game and you come across that screen crap, yep, it's me. Probably the most hated horns on TMP because they're so high pitched. that's what I'm driving. And we are now about to deliver to Postbed. What am I actually carrying? Peas. Grown in some Icelandic greenhouse. Now, Postbed has its own set of challenges. Where I will show you in a minute. Right. Okay. Now, the easy park will be there, but the harder park can be there, which I go to dev camp. Puts me there, and sometimes you have not got enough room to spin round here, especially with that trailer. I mean, there looks to be sufficient room there where I could basically back it up the corner. However, yeah, ideally you're not meant to back out of a place like this, but in some opportunities, yeah, you can get away with it. It's not recommended by any standards. Yeah, and as a professional driver, I would understand why somebody is doing this. So if you are in TMP and you do need to do this, do it slowly, take plenty of observation, communicate with other truck drivers in the area so they know what you're doing. Only do it if you have to do it. Tremary's been one classic example of an awkward yard to get into. Yeah. And do it very slowly and very, very carefully. $72 degrees in this fridge. What's it doing? Cooking the fucking peas? Yeah, your garden peas have arrived. Nicely cooked. You've been on 72 degrees for the last 40 odd hours. God help anybody's got to unload this stuff. They open the back doors like wall of heat. You'd faint. we go. Klaksvik to Keflavik. There we are. Level 62. I apparently am a legend. Okay. I'll accept being called a legend. And that takes us to Honey, into Herschel's, Polaris lines. Magdeburg, can't take that, my trailer's too big. My Herschel's, I'm really technically oversized for that. So we will have a look. Right, okay. 110 kilometers, I will take that. Must be a skillful forklift truck driver to get in past all that bloody metal work. Right, I wonder if I've had a reply off Primoz. Quickly check an ATS2 feed. Ooh, yes, I have had it. Once I get to Herschel's, I will park this trailer up at Polaris Lines. And then I'm gonna pickle bay container box and we'll go from there. Go up there sometime. Where does that road actually lead? Ah, it just leads up to Pearl of Fish. Alrighty. Doesn't really lead anywhere. Right, I've got this here, just leads down, I presume, to this island there. We got the tunnel there. Ah, it's a tunnel we went, okay. We are going quite stiff here, so let's see what we do. There is a marina down there, which I have actually delivered a boat to, I think, in the past. It might have been a container. Loaded with boating type stuff. Right, let's take a nice photograph here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's one for the ProMods Discord, I think. Just put that onto a Discord whilst I'm here. ProMods and screenshots. Stormtrooper and Desert Camo.
aka Range T. Whoever designed the Range T, I think, was a Star Wars fan.
To the ferry now. Get back aboard the MV Nerona for its onward trip to the town of Herschels in Denmark. social distancing. Yeah, that rusty old thing's off to the bloody Scotland. What's all that about? Yeah, the Icelanders get a lovely modern super ferry. The guys go to Scotland, rusty old tub. Right. Now, what I need to do is just get in here, lock it really tight. Right, okay. Take the lock off. There we are. Because this trailer is very big, very cumbersome at times. It's nice on the open road, but in tight areas, even though it's a lovely trailer to pull, by its very size, it's an absolute bitch. Right. I will now stop here. Once we are in the parking lane, we're not blocking anybody off. And now, whilst we are here, I so much want to play that song. We'll probably get a copyright strike for it. Right, back in a minute. It is cookie time. Okay, I've been here now for however long it takes for me to get my coffee and book in my ferry. So my ferry is booked in. So now I have to do a 180. It doesn't really matter on this ferry because there's no actual ferry at the other end on this particular trip, so I can drive in. So now we go to that 50. No, we go to there. It's 30 hours crossing. A fairly long one, this particular stretch. It's one of the longest ferry crossings in Europe, I think. Right, as you can see, we are now in the town of Herschels, and it is 2 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, that purple light there is not a bug, it's from those lights there. Yes, I have purple backlights on this truck. And why not? What the hell? Purple ground lights as well. So here we are. Let's get down here. 6 o'clock. I've got about another hour and a half to do on this stream. I've driven straight past Polaris lines. What a tit. At the Polaris Lines depot. Oh look, an Eddie Sternbot Tesco trailer. Sainsbury's. Nah, it's Tesco. Right, and we are going to there, which puts us into that space there. loads of room to get in. Make our basic checks. Put that down into there. Put that there. Stop there. Now back around here. Straighten her out. A bit more lock on. Straighten her off again. A bit more. All the way in now. All the way in. One hit, one hit, one hit, one hit. We're done, we're done, we're done. Yeah, we are done. Our driven distance 115 kilometres. That takes us to there. See what we've got. Anything going down towards Aalborg? No, 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 no. Because that takes us. We need to go to Aalborg, so I can garage manager, quick travel to Aalborg. Aalborg, Aalborg, Aalborg. There we go. Okay, so here we are. There we are. There's our trailer that we have been using these last few days. Taking us all the way up to Iceland and back. However, let's park our truck up. Right, and now let's trailer manager pick up another trailer. Could take a container carry, which would be purple. Do some box wrap work and curtain sider, or take a curtain trailer. That could take us pretty much anywhere we want to go. Fridge fan or a fridge fan. Unlikely to be used. Configure. The other thing is those lights there with the RGL trailer, they are just in the wrong place. What's that coupled up to? It's coupled up to that thing. Okay, he's probably got a dolly from somewhere to pull it. What the hell? Right, trailer manager. Jumbo carry again. These are a nice trailer, but I'm pulling those. Why do I need my Yeah, we don't get the options of having tail lifts on this trailer. Refrigerated double for Germany. So I might take that trailer at some stage on another run. Don't know yet. Hello, welcome into my channel. I'm here for another hour and a half or so, as I just choose my trailer for my next job. Got that one, box trailer, dry box for me tandem rig. Could take that. Let's see, yes. Or could actually Ikari Jumbo. 4 meters. Yep, swap. I'll take this one. So we have now got another trailer on the job. We have got a cast wonderful Ikari. This is one of my first ever trailer mods I actually got originally. It's been on several profiles. It's been used several times. Got this trailer mod before we had even trailer ownership. And it is another example of a well put together trailer mod. It is absolutely beautiful. There is a bit of an issue at the moment with these lights here, because you notice my lights are on and they are barely visible. But that will at some point be put right. I do need new tyres on this thing. It's got 9% of damage. It's not been well looked after by my AI drivers. They've done some damage. I don't know what they've done to it. But it's another lovely trailer. Now, Ikari are a Finnish brand. Quite know in Finland where they're based. And I am running a mod that allows me to have additional loads. Because you'll notice I've got a refrigerated trailer. But, cargo market, I've got loads that are not necessarily refrigerated. Like, for example, that. Or even that. Tyres up to Trondheim. Tumble dryers to Edinburgh. In a fridge van. Motor oil. Packaging. Pallets. Empty barrels. Alcohol. Chemical absorbent. Roofing felt. As well as obviously things like beef, vinegar. In fact, no, I don't even think vinegar's a refrigerated load actually. Right, so now we have got the, so if we go for, where were we? Go to Grimsby, I think. It was Grimsby, where were you? Chewingham to Bergen, Edinburgh, Grimsby. I did see you somewhere. Oh, fuck are you? Yeah. Sheep wool. Why would you take sheep wool in a refrigerated truck? But what the hell? It's a load. It pays. And the beauty about these trailer, unlike the trailer I've just offloaded onto my AI, the MaxiCube, this particular trailer is legal all over Europe, as it's a 4 meter high box. This of the things that this trailer does give me over the other trailers, like the Maxi-Cube, like even the Cooliner for that matter, is the ability for the forklift truck drivers to go in through the side. So not only have I dock load, but I can also load in through the side of the trailer. Just pull up, open the doors, whip it out, put it in. Much quicker loading than having to take off, you know, open the back doors, get a pump truck on, stick it on the back, take off a pallet, get the pump truck, take it to the back of the truck, get the pump truck, mull the pump truck out. You know, having to do that with 20 odd pallets. Now you can just open up the side. And Ikari also as well. No contract, cargo market. There we go. Sheep's Wool to Grimsby. Up to Grimsby. It's grim in Grimsby. I mean, I used to work for DHL, delivering tyres on their Pirelli contracts, and I'd start at one particular one. I think it was a 5 o'clock, 5:30 start for Scunny and Grimsby. Now, that particular one, I'd probably have about 20 odd bloody drops on all. And it was a 2-hour drive from Burton-on-Trent to Scunthorpe. Usually BA Bushies opposite the steelworks. That was usually the first drop on that route. Pull up there, get the tyres off, go to round the corner to, I think it was Just Tyres, then down there's an ATS in Scunny. Then I think it was to Dexel. Get that out of the way. It was then up to ATS at Immingham. And then it was to Grimsby itself. Drop into Grimsby, National Tyres, ATS. There's a Wilco motor save there. Lincoln Tyres. So there's only usually about 3 or 4 drops in Grimsby. But I could get in and get out. I was done. My deliveries were all off by about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Yeah, so I've got enough time to get to the ATS at Immingham. And sometimes I'd even make do me run so that Immingham's my last drop. Just bypass Immingham straight to Grimsby, get Grimsby out of the way, down into Immingham, pull up at the rat van opposite the container port, have me dinner, ATS, and I'm done. All I've got to do then is drive back. I've got 4.5 hours to drive back to Grimsby. And it was brilliant. I enjoyed that little job. But an operational restructure meant that they moved the operation from Burton-on-Trent to Coventry. Well, I was doing 36 miles a day. So that's a 72-mile round trip to get to work and back. And if I'd have stayed, I'd be working from Coventry, 80 miles each way. That's a 2-hour commute in the morning and in the afternoon. So it became sort of unviable, so I had to take redundancy from that job. But despite that, I miss it. Yeah, okay, I was in a 7.5 tonner. as opposed to a Class 2 that I'm driving at the moment. But I didn't mind the Class 2 work, the 7.5 ton work. Yeah, I'll still have to handball off nearly 2 ton of tyres, but it was brilliant, it was lovely. But last year, about February, hello there, welcome to my lovely corner of YouTube. As you've been watching me now go to Grimsby in Scania with the boss. And Yasmin. I'm on single player, not multiplayer at the moment. Swing this around here. I swear that's an RJL Scania in traffic. Yeah, I've got Arnux container mods as well. I'll try and get a job back here. But before we go to the UK, let's fix my trailer. Let's put the trailer right. New tyres, service trailer, repair any damage to it. It's been a while since this trailer was actually last used, so I've been running the Maxi Cube for a bit. Service, yeah, body for tyres, 9% damage on the tyres. So get the tyres cleaned out, service, puncture repair. Get the truck service as well. Cat's taking his position up on the engine hump again. Must be a whole warm spot under there. He's just in tickle range as well. Reach down to him and tickles the scruff of his neck. Yeah. Let's go to there. Stop that. You don't want the diplocs on. Yeah, this is also as well. This is not the top line cab. This is the smaller Highline, which I personally think is a better cab. It's certainly a nicer looking cab. I mean, don't get me wrong, the top lines is a nice place to spend your working time. Let this guy Kia go out of the way. Now we go through here. And this will take us down towards Esbjerg, then we catch the ferry to Hull, then we make a short drive over the Humber Bridge to Grimsby. I mean, I might at some point get a new Scania at some point. So I'm, with this profile, starting to swap out some of my AI trucks for Scania next gens. Got to move with the times. There we go. but I do like the old R series. Well, I think might have a Renault Premium on this profile. I don't know. Might be a little four-wheeled Renault Premium for just local deliveries. Keep it wide here to ensure that I can get around here. I don't want to wipe out the trailer on the barrier. There we go. I'm round. This truck originally used to have the registration J3NNA, and it worked out of England. However, it's for the last few years it's been in Denmark. Moved it to Denmark because obviously if I was in the UK, I'd have lots of issues going from Europe to England with all these new carnets and CMRs and Brexit. All this additional paperwork, so the easiest thing to do was to relocate the operation to somewhere inside the European Union, re-register and move there. Which means what I have to do now is if I go to the UK, I have to get a UK load back. However, if I'm in Europe, I can just run all over Europe. France to Germany, Germany to Germany, Germany to Belgium, Belgium to Germany. Such is the idea of free movement of people within the European Union. Volvo XC70 get by. And that car there. Passing this Fabergé egg. It does look like a Fabergé egg. It's a water tower. Although I've never seen a water tower look like that. Brow. Down towards Aarhus. No, it's not our house, it's Aarhus. Not a Madness song. There we go, come down here. lights have just gone green, but I'll still coast down to the lights. Sail through those. Might be another one set down here somewhere. And once I get to Grimsby, that will be it for tonight. I have things to do. But we're not doing too bad for time here. We are on schedule with this trip. The final leg of the motorway to take us to Grimsby. We're heading down towards Esbjerg, which is there. We have a little bit more to go, not too far. Follow signs now for Esbjerg. good food there. Places like that offer the best food rather than these McDonald's. To our final point in Europe. We are approaching the ferry port at Esbjerg, which will be approaching from the north rather than the south, I think. On Route 12. There we go. What we have behind us, this Icare, is one of the older style ones, because it's got the old style lights, which I personally prefer. Got a deeper set bumper as well for and here we are, this is the ferry port. Heading over to England. Okay, this is a bit of a mod here as well, because I've requested a ferry route to be added by the guy who did the Scandinavian ferries, and this one is it. This is Esbjerg to Bilbao. Because if you've got a double trailer and you want to start doing work in Spain, but you haven't got a double, you haven't got any depots, you can't really take it to the UK, and you can't take it to France. or Belgium. You know, you can get down to about there, but then you're kippered. Where do you go from there? Because you can't take your double trailer through there. So, hence the ferry from there. But I've also added one, I've written one in, which goes from Europort. But rumour has it, according to Commercial Motor, that the UK government may be permitting 25.25 metre long combinations. Whoopee! We're finally coming into the 21st century with our trucking policy allowing these 60-ton super rigs. The most anti-truck country in the entire Europe, finally permitting proper trucks, road trains, hey! And we gotta go to there. That's it, that's as far as we gotta go. And it is getting... it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll still put my headlights on. Right. Drive on the left. The amount of people as well who drive in Europe and come over on TMP and come over to the UK and they're driving on the right in Europe. Or in the UK. And there's a big sign saying, links fahren, drive on the left. Can't they fucking read? So we're almost here now. This is the Clive Sullivan way. And in reality, if you follow this road all the way to its end, it becomes part of the M62, which eventually takes us all the way over to Manchester. It will also as well run us underneath the Humber Bridge, which is the longest single span suspension bridge in the world, I think, for a long time. Although I think a couple of other bridges have now surpassed that. Still one of the longest single span bridges in Europe. And it is actually a beautiful bridge. It's actually a nice looking bridge. Very attractive, very, very simple, very elegant. And its shape as well is actually designed as that in high winds it tensions itself. It starts like an upside down wing. So as airflow, as the air hits it, now with an airliner you see, flying around, it takes off. It takes off because as the wing moves through the air on top of the wing has to go further than the air underneath the wing. As a result, it creates an area of low pressure on top. Well, the Humber Bridge is designed in such a way as it generates low pressure underneath the bridge as opposed to on top of it, and that creates a partial a void in which the bridge wants to fall into. Thus, it tries to move downwards. Well, it can't move down because of the tensioning cables underneath. But what that does, it stabilises the bridge and doesn't cause it to rock and twist. Now, if you remember a while, if you look up on the internet about Tacoma Narrows or Galloping Gertie, you'll see this nice slender bridge in winds as low as I think about 10 miles per hour. It just start bending and twisting. And eventually it got to the point where it fell into the Tacoma River. And that was a long, thin suspension bridge. Just like the Humber Bridge, but yeah, a bit more extreme. So what happens with this, it prevents the bridge from twisting, and rocking and flexing. Come on, Minnie. Oh, you're past, I think you are now. Yeah, you're past. Good, good, good. Well, that's all good. Now, just over there is Barton-on-Humber, just behind us. So here we are. This is now 33 kilometres away from our drop point in the heart of Grimsby. We're about to join the A180, which is the tail end of the M180. And there is actually at this bottom, on this corner here, there's actually a petrol station here as well, but they haven't actually put it in. Yep, Europark, Park, that's pretty accurate there. I need pee. So I'll come up here and I'll just quickly pause the game for momentarily whilst I take a leak. Back in a minute. I think there's going to be something there. At some stage. But here we are. Here is Grimsby. This roundabout here, if it's the one I think it is, there's actually a tyre place there and also the marina not too far away. Lincolnshire tyres are actually on that, should be on that corner. Of course, it's been ETS2. It's not super accurate, but that building there is accurate. That is correct. Part of the Alexandria Dock Complex. Well, here we are. Welcome to Grimsby, and this is the end of the day and the end of the stream. So I'll just... No, I'm not going to park it there because there's no way to unload it, so I'll park it here. And my next internet stream will probably be at the week Friday. Open the doors and get this offloaded. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Thank you for traveling with me today, and that is it. That is done for the day.